Hi, my name's Ruan and this is my channel, The Yorkshire Sew Girl. I haven't been around for about a week. Life is hectic right now. Life is hectic with all this social gatherings and going out with the family and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought I'd quickly pop on. I say that every time, don't I? I thought I'd just quickly pop on and just have a bit of a catch up. I'm hoping to do my May makes. I know we're nearly at the end of July. I'm fully aware of that. That's my cat trying to get in. Oh wow. Now that's my cat's fighting because one of them's like, stop knocking on that door. Mum is recording a YouTube video. Okay, it's already started. We're not even a minute in. Wait a minute. What? He's here, is Tigger. Simba's sat out there, that's because she wants to eat. Now she doesn't scratch the door, just Tigger. So he's dead naughty. He will be up in a minute showing you his bum. I know. You're very hard done by, aren't you? You're loved all the time. You're fed at least twice a day and the odd tidbit. But you're really starved of affection, aren't you? Oh, yes, he is. Anyway, where was I? Yes, I know I'm really far behind with talking to you about my makes. I'm going to try and do that this weekend. Promise. But yeah, I thought I'd quickly pop on and just do a little bit of a catch up. Where we're at. I can feel him. He's going to do it. What happened in my last chatty vlog? The window cleaner came. And now you're going to cause me loads of hassle. I can feel it in my bones. He's just so beautiful though. He's so beautiful. Anyway. Yeah. So what have I been up to this last week? Last weekend, oh my goodness, we went to York. When I say we, here we go. Already interrupting. Can you please get out now? Can you get out now, please, if you don't mind? It's really, here we go. Bumhole's coming. Right, you just come down. Oh, he's a big boy. You'll just stay there. Why don't you go out? Look, if I open that door, will you go out? No, it's like no. Certainly not. I'm just going to bug you the whole time. Anyway, we'll just try and carry on, shall we? Yeah, when I say we, I went to meet the lovely Ruan that had come over all the way from the US, from Oregon, and she's been meeting up. You've probably seen on some other YouTubers' videos that she's been doing a massive tour of the UK basically and meeting up with all of the people that kind of talk about sewing and sewing businesses and things like that. And she asked if we would meet up while she was over here, and of course I said yes. I've remembered Ruan from commenting on my YouTube vlogs for a long time now, so I was delighted to meet up with her. And it was really nice because there was a few of us that met up. So there was myself, Rachel from Stitched Up, Tamlin from Sewn on the Tyne, and Judy from Running Sew and Sew. So it was really, really nice. We went into York. We went and had a little drink just to catch up and introduce ourselves properly. Even though there didn't tend to need to be many introductions, it's really bizarre for me, particularly, probably other people find it as well, that when you're watching people on here, like right now I'm sat in my room talking to my phone. I mean, it's random really, isn't it? But for example, when I first met up with Tamlin and Rachel, it was as if I knew them and we were already friends. It's really strange. But anyway, it just felt really easy and just lovely. We had a quick drink, we went to a bit of shopping, which was really nice. So we went to Socialising, which is the same shop that I went to with Lucy from Geek Petite a few weeks ago. We popped there and then we went to a shop called Dutton's for Buttons. So we went to Socialising. I was very good. I didn't buy any fabric. I know. I was very tempted, but I didn't do it. But I did come away with a little bag. You feel like you've got to do a purchase, don't you, when you're in there? So I got two things for myself. First one was this little poster. Sorry about the light. Let's see if I can bring it over there. There we go. It's a bit better, isn't it? And it says Sewing Diva on it. What do we think? I love it so much. And when I pulled it out, I think it was Rachel that said, I've got that as well. So I'm going to frame that and put it up on my sewing room wall. I say stuff like that all the time. So I'm going to frame that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then it just gets chucked somewhere. But I genuinely am going to do that. I'm going to put that up there, look like this, to try and remind myself to get a frame for that. And I also bought this mug because I just couldn't not. And it says Material Girl. And then look, as you spin it around, look at the colours on that. Ooh. Now, when I showed my husband, he was like, because you need another mug? And I'm like, I know. I think I've got a problem. I'm going to take this one to work. This is going to be one of my work mugs. I've already got two mugs at work, but this is going to be my other mug. You know, for when we're being mucky and we're not washing our pots very often. It'll come in handy. So yeah, so I got this as well, which I absolutely love. So that's going to work with me. So yeah, and then we went on to Duttons for Buttons. Now, I've never been to this shop before. I didn't manage to go, like I said, last time we went with when I went with Lucy, we didn't get to go to Duttons for Buttons because it was too late. And we only had a very short space of time before we were going for something to eat this time. So it was a bit difficult really, because I would have loved to have done a bit more shopping in there and spent a bit more time. It was like Aladdin's cave. It was amazing. So one wall was these little brown boxes, and on the side of the boxes was all the buttons on them with the little price sticker, and then there was hundreds of these boxes with, say, I don't know, 15 different buttons on the front of each box. And it went all the way from like black to then gold, silver, and then all the way through the rainbow. It was literally like button dreamland. That's all I'm going to say. They had loads of other things as well. They had a bit of haberdashery. They had some like stitching, you know, hand embroidery kits, things like that. And there was an upstairs. So I've not managed to do much shopping in there because, yeah, okay, you're really annoying me now, Tigger. Seriously. He just loves to be involved, doesn't he? You know, you just want to be involved, don't you? Come on. Why don't you just sit down on there now? Like if I try and park his bum, he'll be like, no. Sit down. Oh, he's done it. Right, I'll just stroke him for a bit. I'm really sorry if you can hear really loud purring, but it's the only way to sort him out because he's going to scratch at the door if not. Yeah, so I'd have loved to have spent some more time in there, so I can't wait to go back to York already. I'm like, I want to go there. But the buttons were just incredible. They weren't cheap buttons, they were really good quality, stunning buttons. I found it almost a little bit overwhelming, if that makes sense. You know, when you go somewhere and you love everything so much that you can't make decisions. If we'd have had more time, I'd have definitely bought some bits, but obviously we're in a rush and I wanted Lorianne to get what she needed because she wouldn't be able to come back. So yeah, I think Rachel bought a few buttons and Lorianne managed some, but the rest of us were like, we'll have to leave it till next time because we're already running behind schedule. Then we went for an afternoon tea, which was really nice. We all sat and chatted, and it was just really nice to get to know Lorianne more. She's a wonderful storyteller and it's fascinating to hear about her life journey. And yeah, I felt like I'd known her for ages when I haven't. But what a lovely lady. So if you are watching this, Lorianne, it was a pure delight to meet you. I'm really, really glad that we did it and I had a wonderful time. Oh, and she's also asked me to say hello to, let me just double check that I'm going to get this right, Jane Tyler. Hi, Jane. I do believe you might have put some messages on my vlogs before, and Michelle Bolter. Now, I know Michelle definitely does as well. So I just want to say hello to you two ladies because, yeah, Lorianne asked me to. So yeah, hi ladies. So that was our trip to York. It was wonderful. I didn't take any photographs. I don't know what's on me. I was obviously having far too much of a good time. But I know that Judy was, which was really nice. So if I can get a couple of photos, I will try and pop them up as well. Just to show you us lot. It was really funny when we got there because it was beautiful weather. I met Tamlin from the train station because she was being driven in. So we went and had a cheeky glass of Prosecco, like you do, before we met the girls. But yeah, it was beautiful weather, and then we went for afternoon tea, and when we came out from afternoon tea, it was like a wind tunnel. It was crazy. It was freezing. There is a picture of me that Judy has taken and put on Instagram where Tamlin messaged me and said, I didn't even recognise you. I didn't even know it was you in the photo. I look ridiculous. And that's because it's that windy. My fringe isn't down. My fringe is like up here. All my hair's flown back like this. It is crazy. Tigger, just sit still, man. I'm really sorry if you can hear really loud purring now. I mean, you're going to spoil my whole vlog. I've got a funny feeling you are with your purring. No, you're going to have to get down. Let's get down, because what if I watch this back and all you can hear is him purring? Do you want to come and say hello? It's like, no, not really. Hello. Hi. He's a big brute, isn't he? Look at him. Who's that? Right, get down. Yeah, so I look absolutely ridiculous, and that's because I've got no fringe. But it was just brilliant. I had a great time. So where am I sewing wise? That's a very good question. Obviously, I went on holiday and then I went to Ireland, so I haven't had a lot of time. And also because I went to Ireland for the weekend, I've been trying to spend some time with my boys, so other things have taken priority really. Obviously I've kind of said I'm going to try and do 3 challenges this month, and I'm not doing very well on that at the moment. I'm just doing my t-shirt at the moment. I'm pointing here, not that you can see it, but there is part of a t-shirt here. I'm going to try and get that sewn up this week. That's the plan anyway. But then obviously I've got a shirt, that's for Sew Joey's t-shirt for summer challenge. But then I'm supposed to be doing a shirt for Adam Sews and One Lisa Shows He Made June challenge. And then I'm supposed to be making a strawberry dress for Yvette's from the Blossom Sandwiches So Fruity challenge. So I just don't think I'm going to get all that done, guys. I just don't think I'm going to. And I'm really sorry. Forgive me, people. But I need to make some priorities, obviously. And yeah, I'm going to struggle with that. The one thing that I know I'll definitely get done is the t-shirt, without a doubt. But we'll see how we go. Anyway, I've also been gifted quite a lot of stuff over the last few days. Just thought I'd let you know. How lucky am I? The first thing was when I went to, I'm doing that scratchy nose thing again. When I went to Ireland. So my best friend in Ireland, her mum is also a sewist, which is amazing because when I go over there, we're like, blah, 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 blah. My friend Sally's like, what are you even talking about? You two, it's like a different language. But when I was over there, we didn't have much time to see her, but we quickly nipped in and she said, oh, I've got something for you, and I've been having a D-stash. My other friends were like, what is a D-stash? Because when you're not in the sewing world, maybe you just don't know about it. But she gave me some books that she will not need anymore. So she gave me 3 books. She knows that I've just started to hopefully dabble into quilting. So she's given me 3 books out of her stash that she won't need anymore. So this one's called just Quilt, Handmade Style, which is absolutely beautiful when you look through it. So I've been enjoying having a really good look through these. So there was that one. There was this one, Quilting and an Introduction to American Patchwork Design. Look how old this one is. How cool is that? It's really retro. But you know what I love? It was £3.25 back in the day. Do you know what I love so much? Is this, look. It says, oh, it's got writing and it says, to Mum, we have missed you, from Jim, Sally and Dad. So obviously my friend's written that when she was little, and her mum's given it to me because she doesn't want it to go to waste. So I'm really, really privileged with that. It's a very different book, this one. It's not got photographic illustrations as such, but equally as fascinating. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to having a good look through that as well. And then one other one, which is Quick and Easy Machine Quilts. 25 modern heirlooms for the home. And this looks beautiful as well. A lot of patchwork type stuff on this in this book, which just looks stunning. So yeah, how lucky am I? I'm really, really chuffed. So she gave me 3 quilting books, and then she's also got amazing fabrics from all over the world because they travelled a lot when they were younger and lived in different countries. So she's given me 3 fabrics which were actually from Dubai. How amazing is that? So there's these 2 which are quite similar, I suppose, but different colours. So they're a bit almost tie-dye. Oh, my cat is really annoying me. He's trying to get on the window ledge now and knock my camera and everything. Can you please get down? Oh, seriously, man. I wouldn't mind, but you've had loads of love and attention. Come on, out you go. Start scratching at the dog right in a minute. Anyway, so yeah, so I've got these 2, which are funky. So I need to actually measure these to work out exactly how much there is of those. And then this cool one as well. Look at this. Now, brown isn't normally my colour, but I absolutely love this one. That is funky, isn't it? What do we think? So I don't know what to do with these yet, but I was kind of like, I will take this off your hands because I just don't want it to go to waste, because obviously she's had these in her stash for quite some time and I really want to do something good with them. So what I would really like to do is make a little gift using one of these to give back to Valerie. That's my friend's mum, by the way. So if you've got any ideas of quirky-ish type things that I could do with any of these to gift back to her, I would really appreciate that. So let me know. Not that she can't make stuff herself, but we all know what it's like to make something for somebody, don't we? So I've had all 3 of those. How cute are they? And she said she was still destashing loads, so she'd keep me in mind. Thank you very much. Right, and then I've had 2 other things very kindly sent to me. One of them is from Crafty Clyde on Instagram. I don't know if you'll have heard of her. This is the lovely Emma. Now, we've chatted quite a bit, and she messaged me the other day and said, could I send you something? No obligation, I just want to send it to see what you think, because we chat quite a bit on Instagram. So she sent me this little envelope, look, Crafty Clyde. Now, Emma has got a bit of an obsession with turtles. She will not mind me saying this to you because it's quite obvious. And she has just done her own labels. I'm going to show you them now. They are literally the cutest little things I've ever seen. So they say, can you actually read that? Let me get my head out of the way and then maybe it'll focus properly. Turtly amazing. They are literally the sweetest things. So they've got a daddy, a mummy and a baby turtle. So they are just beautiful. Now she has got a turtle. Has she got 2? I can't remember now. One of them's like over 100 years old and like tries to run out of the bushes and nip your feet. Just a little side thing there for you. But how cute are they? They're just beautiful. I thought they'd be really lovely in like kiddies makes as well if you're making something for a little one. So she does sell these. I think if it's on an Etsy, I think it's on an Etsy thing. Let me just double check. Yes, she's got an Etsy thing and it's called Crafty Clyde's Emporium. So I will pop links to everything that I talk about down below. So if you wanted to go and have a look at those, I think they're really, really cute. I think she sells lots of other turtle things as well from when I went and had a look at it the other day. So there's lots of lovely little things in there if you're a big turtle fan like she is. So I just thought I'd mention that while I'm on here. And the other thing is I chat to a lady called Natalie and she has a business called Stitch Crafts UK. Now she very kindly sponsored our So Frugal challenge for the last 2 years and she makes beautiful handmade products and sells them on Etsy. And she messaged me the other day and said, there's literally no obligation, but can I send you something to see whether you like it or not, or whatever. If you want to talk about it, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to, bless her. But when I received it, I was like, of course I will talk about it because I love supporting people that are doing things on their own as well. So this is what got sent to me and I got it yesterday. And you open it up, sorry, it's a bit all battered, but it was in beautiful pink tissue paper with a little sticker that says thank you for your order. And then inside here is an embroidery kit. So this is her logo, Stitch Crafts UK. And she's done a couple of embroidery kits. And this is her summer embroidery kit. So what is included in it is you get your little embroidery hoop. And then look at this. Oh, it's just the cutest thing ever. Look at that. How sweet is that? So it's 2 little bees and then a little beehive that says welcome. Oh, so obviously you pop that inside that. And then when you've done your embroidery, she's also put in a circle of this beautiful fabric. It looks like Liberty almost, doesn't it? Maybe it is. And then once you've done it and you snip it all off, you then put this on the back to finish it, which I think is really lovely. It's just so cute. And then inside here, you have 2 little bags. Let me show you the first one. So you have 2 little bags like this, and inside this one, sorry for the rustling, you have all of your embroidery threads. So there's 2 different colour yellows and a black. A little bit of ribbon, which I think is really nice to hang your embroidery hoop when it's finished. And a lovely little cup of tea. Oh yeah, which one is this? So it's a clipper one. Organic lemongrass, eucalyptus and ginkgo infusion. I'm going to give that a bash. A bag of Zen. That's what we like. So that's nice, a nice cup of cha to be having while you're doing it in front of the TV or whatever. And then, I absolutely love this bit. Look at that. So it's a needle minder, but it's in the shape of a button, and it's literally my favourite colour ever, fuchsia pink. So obviously, I'm sure you've all seen these before, but there's a little needle as well, and it just, you pop this onto your sewing. So when you've got this in your hoop, I just have one of these attached at the top here so that I can always put my needle on it. It never gets lost down the side of the sofa, or I don't stick it in the side of the sofa like I tended to do. So I've got a couple of needle minders, and it's nice because I always have a few projects on the go when it comes to hand embroidery, so it's quite nice to have one on each one. So I love the idea of getting that, but I think this is possibly my favourite one because it's got a button on it. How lovely is that? And then in the bottom is the cutest little thing ever. Look at that. Seed paper, plant me and watch me grow. So that is the beehive off the embroidery, and the little bees, look. And then you just pop that in your garden and it will grow some wildflowers. So I'm going to give that to my husband because he's the gardener in our relationship. I just tell him what I like and where I want it to go. He does all the hard work. I just get to enjoy it. So yeah, when I showed him this last night, he's like, oh, I like that. I know, I'll let you have it if you want. God, I'm so generous, it's scary. So yeah, so you get a piece of calico with your stamp design on it, your embroidery hoop for framing, for designing and framing it, embroidery threads, embroidery needle, handmade magnetic needle minder, fabric to back your work, ribbon to hang it, seed paper and a tea bag. And then there's loads of little facts about bees on here, which I thought was really interesting. So I've never done hand embroidery. I'm a massive cross stitcher, but I've always wanted to try embroidery, so I'm suited now because I've got something to give it a go at. So what she does suggest on here is to go on to Google and then obviously YouTube or whatever to have a look at all the different stitch types, and you can do your own design. So I'm definitely going to do that because I think that's the cutest little thing ever. Surely that won't take too long, will it? Will it? It's one of them things that you're like, oh, I'll be able to do it in no time, and then, 10 weeks later you're still doing it. So thank you very much for that, Natalie. I'm really suited with that. I think it's a beautiful product. Oh, and she did say if I did want to talk about it on my Instagram, there is a discount code if anybody's interested. So I'll pop it down below, and the discount code is summer10. Summer10. So if you did want to, click on the link down below that I'll put to her Etsy store, and if you put that in at checkout, you'll get 10% off as well. And that is valid until the end of next month, so the 31st of July. So just a nice little thing if you fancied a treat for yourself or a little gift for somebody. I just think it's nice to support people that are doing independent things rather than big, huge corporations. So yeah. So what are my plans going forward? Oh, the other reason I meant to say that I haven't got as far with my challenge makes as I did, as I kind of said I was going to in my plans video, is because when I did go to meet Ruan and the girls in York, I decided on I think it was the Wednesday, I sent a message to Tamlin and Rachel and said, do you think I could knock a Zadie up by Saturday, even though I was working? And they were like, yeah, do it. So I thought, I really want to wear something new. So I dove into my fabric stash and I dug out, let me see if I've got an example of it. Yes, I have. Here it is. It's just a tiny sample. This fabric. Now, this is a fabric that I had made my Bakerloo blouse by Nina Lee out of, and I loved it that much because it's from Rainbow Fabrics. I loved it that much that when I saw it online again, I went and bought 3 meters of it again because it was so cheap and it's such beautiful quality, so soft. It's a really, really nice viscose. So I know the Zadie is mostly made, you normally see people making it out of a fabric that's got a little bit of a kind of stiffer content, so like a linen viscose or whatever, but I'm a massive fan of flowy. I can't help it, it's just how I am. So I dug that out and I was a bit nervous because I love this fabric that much that I probably should have made a toile, a wearable toile, but I just didn't have the time to do that if I wanted to try and get it made up for the Saturday. I did talk about this in a plans video a couple of months ago, and it was the only thing that I didn't manage to get done that month, and I was supposed to be making it out of like a crepe fabric, but there's a lot of binding on it and I know how bad crepe is for pressing. So I decided to go with this. I'll talk about it anyway when I talk about my June makes. But I was absolutely suited with it when I'd made it up. It fit me perfectly. It was a bit of a risk because I was downsizing between 1 and 2 sizes, but it fits me like a glove and I'm so happy with it. So yeah, I'll talk about that next time as well. So yeah, here's me with my big June plans, and then I'd already made something that I'd not got in those plans whatsoever, but you know me. Did I mention though that I'm absolutely desperate for summer pajamas as well? So I need to make that a priority. I think I'm just going to copy Rachel from Stitched Up. She made a lovely set of shorts and like a cami top. Now I've made, in a double gauze obviously, I've made double gauze pajamas before, as you know, because I'm obsessed with them and I go on about them in every vlog pretty much. I have got a pair cut out, which is the peppermint pattern, Peppermint Magazine loungewear pattern that's free. But I do fancy copying Rachel and doing a cami top rather than a t-shirt top. So I think I might copy her. I might just use the bottoms from the Peppermint Magazine one because I've made them and they fit me fine, and then do the top. Now she used the Tammy Handmade Etty camisole, which is a free pattern as well, and just straightened off the top line. So I think I'm going to do the same. I'm going to have the same matching pajamas with Rachel because I've got the same fabric as her. But I do have quite a few different double gauzes, so I'm going to pull them out and decide which one. But I am thinking I might use the same one as she did to start off with. We will see. So I do want to try and get that done as well. So I need to work out my priorities, don't I? Oh, I bet Adam, if Adam's watching this, is like, no, your priority is doing my challenge, lady. Please forgive me, Adam, if I don't make my husband a shirt. Anyway, that's where we're at. So yeah, so hopefully this weekend I'll get my makes video up and about, but that's what I've been up to recently. So I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's been enjoying this really nice sunshine that we've been having in the UK. We're not used to it, people, so when it comes out we're like, oh my goodness, this is amazing, and then within 10 minutes we're like, it's too hot, can't stand it, it's too hot, we have to go inside. That is us. Yeah, I hope everybody's been enjoying it. I hope everybody's had a bit of time for sewing, a little bit of time for themselves, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.